Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Theresa, but you can call me Cat. Hopefully you can hear me alright over the necessary air conditioning. I got a little warmer today. My thing looks crooked. I think it's because of this. If my voice sounds messed up, it's because I had a major coughing fit as soon as I decided I was going to do a lot of recording today. So, I might sound slightly possessed, but there it is. The allergies are full throttle here. I got the ragweed and fallweed or whatever it is kicking up, so I had all this stuff in my throat. Anyway, this case study that I'm doing today for my Adventures with Plastic Crack playlist, I've got my Barbie and Francie 1966 double doll case here. Hang on one second. Just realized that my lips were dried out and I can't keep talking. 1966 Barbie and Francie double doll case. So here's Francie over here. I think that's one of her fashions, but I'm not sure. Brunette Francie. And then blonde Barbie has her newer American Girl hairstyle, and she's wearing one of her fashions as well. So this is, it says Barbie's modern cousin. And to emphasize the modernness, they've got this Mondrian-Style artwork here. It does have the Mattel logo on it. It's number 3003. We have a plain flat suitcase handle, hard plastic. The metal flip lock end thing. Stickers that I stuck on there. And I've got the back threaded with the ribbon like I do. I pulled out the guts. Most of these cases that I found had hard plastic interior, like a hard molded plastic bay for Barbie, bay for Francie, and then the middle part with the hangy part for the clothes, and then the bins on the bottom. God, my voice sounds awful. So this one, by some miracle, I managed to find on eBay with the cardboard interior instead of the hard plastic. So I'm going to show you what I keep in here. This is a little bit 80s in this area. So this one is late enough. There's some staining on here. I think it came like that. Has the pink and blue vinyl pouches for stuff with the flowers that are alternate colored. I do have stuff in here. Ow. It's a comb and brush for Perfume Pretty Barbie. The brush for Perfume Pretty Whitney. What else have I got in here? That's all for that pouch. This pouch I've just got leftover stuff from Hot Stuff Skipper. I got her sneakers and her comb and brush, and the Skipper logo that fell off her sweatshirt, and then her sweatpants. And I don't know why I have them in here. I could have put them in my inventory case, but I didn't for some reason. So, because I could potentially put those on another doll if I wanted to. I guess I'm just not super into the sweats. So I'm going to pull out what I keep in this case. And I will zoom in on these afterwards. Let's put this back together for a second. Oh. What stand am I going to put her on? I'll try this one. So give me a second. I will explain what I've got here. Does she? Oh, she does have underpants. Fascinating. Oh, alright. So this is a 1998, oh, what was that called? Signature Series Cinderella. and her head is a little too fat for this hat, so the little jewel keeps popping out of it. It's actually a stud earring, and I'll zoom in on that after. She's got a really pink skin tone. She has rooted lashes. She actually has really nice face paint, and her hair was up in like one of those chignon or whatever you call, and what am I saying? My brain is gone. I'm distracted because I don't sound like myself now. So the Cinderella here is wearing a dress that I made. I made the dress in 1997, and I had it on a different doll for a while. It was like a handmade flapper outfit that I did. I was visiting my grandma for a week and ended up with this fabric. But Cinderella's wearing her original stockings that she came with. They're about knee length, which would be right. I thought these were Cruella de Vil's shoes, but I don't think they are. These ones are slingback strappy heels, and Cruella came with pumps that had ribbons on the stockings. But I've got some jewelry that's hot glued together, pieces of actual jewelry, this little tiny imitation of the Mayfair emerald that I made out of a rhinestone and some hot glue and some stuff. I didn't take her original little ribbon neck choker off. I left that on there. So the hat and the dress I made and then put on her years later. So that's the dress itself, the outfit's called Midnight Flapper. And then I've got the fur from Cruella de Vil. Power and Pinstripes here. 1997. So that's my whole flapper situation. And again, I'll zoom in on her after, because I want to get through these. So the next thing I've got in here is not finished. This is a doll that I'm working on. Okay. Shoes are slightly off color. So this is my original 1992 Sparkle Eyes Barbie. I've had her out of her original outfit for a long time. I don't have it anymore. I don't know why her legs are crooked. And I planned on rerouting her with black hair, and I haven't done it yet. And now I'm considering not doing it with black hair, but I think maybe I will. I've got her redressed, I think it's 1988. This private collection fashion that I've always wanted. And I get like her hair like big and curly. So this looks a little bit like a rocker Barbie situation. Her shoes that came with the fashion are like light red. They're almost pink. I don't know if they faded over time, but they don't quite match the dress, which looks a little weird. And then this fan, this paper fan that just happens to match. So that's an in-progress thing. Sort of restoration. Her fiber hair just got really bad and I had chopped it at some point as like an interim thing, but I'm gonna reroute her. So she's one of my originals that I was gonna restore or redo in some way. I have, well, I'll do Whitney first. So this is Perfume Pretty Whitney. Her legs are sticky, I need to clean them. This doll I bought as a replacement for my original one. I had Perfume Pretty Whitney when I was little, and her head got broken off, and then I threw out the body because I didn't know what to do with it. And, is there? Nope. Well, anyway, her perfume locket. Did I put the perfume in there? I don't think I did. Oh, okay. The perfume is in there, but I didn't open it. So I bought her, I don't know, a few years ago. 5 years, 10 years, something. As a replacement for my original. I still had the dress, I think, and the old crusty locket and the necklace, and at least one of the sleeves from my original Perfume Pretty Whitney. And this one I got because I missed her, and I had ended up, the one that I happened to get has this really high color face, so I'll zoom in on that as well. The in Brazil, in 1989, they came out with their version of the Perfume Pretty line. And they had, I don't know how it's pronounced because I don't actually speak Portuguese, but the doll that was similar to this was called Leah, and then it was like La Sau de Perfume. Again, I don't know how to pronounce it in Portuguese because I took French and Sanskrit. But it was still the Steffie head mold. She had like an ash blonde hair, and her dress was a similar blue, but it was longer. And again, this doll has spots on the legs because it's common for dolls from the 80s. She has a really pink skin tone, and then since I bought her, her legs started to spot because she got older, and they need to be cleaned because when the legs get old and spotty, they get sticky as well. So it's a little dirty just from stuff sticking to it. And then they had versions of Perfume Pretty Barbie in Japan too. They had the little I think it's Ma that made it and not one of the other companies. They had the little anime style head that they used instead of the Barbie head mold, and then their little bodies that they use there. I've never had one, so I don't know how it's like. I feel like they're more like Skipper than Barbie, and they had a couple different ones. They had one that looked like the one that you can kind of see over here, and then they had one that was like the white and pink Perfume Pretty fashion that was kind of this silhouette. I don't know if they had more because I didn't go deep diving on Google to check, but they did have them different versions in 1989 in Brazil, and then they had versions in Japan, and they sold a lot of dolls in Japan in like 1990 and 91 that were like wedding dolls, and a lot of them had this comb. I've seen this comb somewhere else too. There's also a Barbie that I don't remember what she was called. It was some kind of Toys R Us special or something, 1990 or 91. It was a blonde Barbie, kind of tragic looking, in a metallic version that was similar to this and came with this locket. And the doll is kind of fugly, but I might get it eventually just to go with these ones. And then also, I don't have her, but Teen Sweetheart Skipper kind of matches these dolls, 1988. And then in 1990 or 91 in Brazil, they had what is it? The Not de Sanjos. And again, I'm probably butchering that. There was a Skipper that was like a Brazilian version of the Teen Sweetheart Skipper, and she would kind of match this set too. So, as I found throughout the years that there's been some dolls that actually kind of match the Perfume Pretty dolls. Ooh, and I gotta, hold on. Oh, she's over here. I'm on the wrong side. I was super into Perfume Pretty when I was little. It came out when I was in kindergarten, and they had the big fold-out brochure that came with the dolls, and they had the beauty bath set for 2, the gifts for 2, the jewelry for 2 that came in little drawers, and you could get all 6 of them, and you could make a little jewelry chest, and they had shoes and little Barbie jewelry and like stuff that the kids could wear. And they had the bath products and the fashions, and it was all scented. So let me get Barbie out first. This is my original Barbie that I've had the whole time since I was 5, so that's like 30 bajillion years ago. Her legs are starting to get sticky. I don't think they're spotting yet though. Shoes. I had her original one of her original shoes, and it had gotten so old and faded that it was like a pearl white. So I've got, I'll zoom in on these after, but I've got light pink replacement Minnie Mouse heels for her. This is the original dress. It's a little bit dingy. I put a new ribbon on it because the original ribbon had fallen off. I've got her original gauntlet things here. This is a replacement from eBay shawl thing. Wow, her waist is really wiggly. I think this is a replacement hairband. I need to recurl her hair. It's a little bit funky. I rerouted her with blonde hair that's similar to what she had originally. It's a little flat from being in the case, but I need to recurl it. It's a little bit not great right now. I didn't have her original jewelry. She's got, I think that's gold actually, some kind of earring or ring from somebody else, which I should find and replace with something pink. She's got Beyonce's earrings here, and then some kind of fashionistas necklace from like 2015 era that I bought off eBay, and they just dusted it with some nail polish to make it pink, because I didn't have her original bow necklace anymore. And I touched up her eye makeup, her eye paint a little bit, but she looks more or less like she did when I got her. Her hair's not quite as good, but I'm gonna fix that at some point, as I had a better method that I came up with after I redid her. Oh, give me the perfume, goddammit. I still have her original perfume bottle. I used up a lot of this when I was little, and it's slowly been evaporating in there. The logo's worn off. I don't even want to open this. Still smells like it always did, but it's a little bit dusty smelling now. But it's got a little cap, and then the bow thing goes over it. So the original perfume bottle, the plastic's a little bit brittle, but I don't want to mess with it. I don't want that stuff leaking through. But I did find out, how much time have I got? Oh, my battery's gonna die. I'm just gonna change the battery and come back because I need another segment anyway. And we're back. Okay, so I've shown this before. This is a styling head that I found, and it's got this unusual light pink pearly sweater base. It's at the mold is 1987 Arco, I think. Where's the date on that? Where are you? Well, oh, there it is, 1986 on the shoulders. And then this just says Arco on it. It's starting to, it's a little dingy, and I think it's getting some oxidation on it. It's starting to turn yellow a little bit here. But this, I could not find out what it was for years, for like 5 years. And I just found out that it's 1988 Make Me Pretty. And because of this light pink, I'm pretty sure it kind of goes with the Perfume Pretty line. So now that I know what she is, I can go ahead and reroute her, and I might do her up like Barbie and make a bead necklace like the original one that she had. Just unusual face paint, and uses the 1976 version of the styling head. So that's fun. Stuff that I already had. Hopefully that was in focus. Now, the other doll that I have in here is probably one of the jewels of my collection. This is her original stand. This is like a Superstar Barbie style stand that they stopped using in the United States quite a while before this. Okay, so this doll has living style arms. She has very pink skin. She has a Steffie head mold. I'm gonna fluff up her skirt a little bit. Okay. And let me close this. Alright. So anyway, this is one of the prize of my collection. She has the same necklace as Perfume Pretty Whitney. I kept her box because I wasn't about to throw it out. Oh, God damn it. Alright, so this is a 1989 Brazilian, manufactured by Estrela Barbie Forever Young 30th Anniversary doll. It's Passeio Viky. It's, now, interestingly enough, both Leah and Vicky use the Steffie head mold. And I think Leah is usually more blonde. It's Lia. So Vicky, and let me take the ribbon off of here. It's just got Velcro on it. And these are the other dolls. So they have brunette Barbie, blonde Barbie, and Ken, and they're all kind of like at an art gallery. So there's the box there. And the reason, and I haven't been keeping the boxes except for maybe just one panel off it for a while. But this doll is very rare in the United States. And I wasn't about to throw out the box for a $300 doll. This is the most valuable doll that I own right now. She cost more even than the black Totally Hair Barbie and more than the Totally Hair Whitney. Now, she came with a brush and a comb that I think they were using in the early 80s in the United States. I feel like I've seen these with like 1980, My First Barbie. They're slightly different than the ones that were with the Hot Stuff Skipper. And this has like a full flap on it. And the Estrella Superstar body is slightly different than the USA one. And her hair is kind of crunchy too. It's like nylon. Very beautiful, really nice clothing, very quality. And for the longest time, until at least probably 1992 or so, Estrella was using these Living Barbie arms that they're like soft and rubbery, and then they're bendy, and then they have the flippy wrists. And my Busy Ken doll has these same kind of arms, but instead of just having the flippy wrist, he also has the thumbs that open. I wanted her for a long time. The Estrella legs are slightly thinner, the shoes are slightly thinner, but they're extremely nice quality, and I've been hankering for some of the rock star ones and a glamour diva, and it's just so expensive to get them in the United States. And I used some of my income tax return to get this. This was an investment. And it's not something that I can just waltz out to the eBay and grab one whenever I want. So she's a beautiful prize piece, and she it's a button, and not even Velcro, but a real button. I did take the rubber band out of her hair and give her a new elastic because it was rotted. But she was NRFB, really nice, and from my main childhood era on top of it, so she's just really exquisite. So let me zoom in on these. I'm gonna move the camera. Oh, I love this doll so hard. Steffie head mold is really one of like the best thing ever. Just try to zoom in a little more without shutting off the camera. God, I wish my voice wasn't effed for this. Okay, so there we go. There she is. All right. So you can see the further away. Okay, the quality, and just really curly hair. It's a little flat from being in the case in the box, but it's a popular style, at least through like 85 in the United States, and then they had hair like that for a while. I've seen some of the newer ones with hair like that too, but they don't usually pull it back. So you can see these plastic and fabric roses, and then the Superstar stand here. The shoes are just a little thinner. There we go. We'll dig at this underskirt here. I'm just going to hold her up off of the stand because I pulled her up off of there again, but you can see this detail here. Very detailed. You can see that the body is a slightly different shape. It's a little bit rounder coming down the shoulders. The waist is a little thinner. Otherwise pretty similar. And then again, these bendable arms and the wrists. So she's very posable. She does have clickable legs. They're a little bit sticky. Again, because she's old. Zoom in on the ribbon there. See the marca notoria there. There's the side of the box. Has the pictures of the other dolls. I know that's blurry right there. Let me get the back of the box in here. So you can see the other dolls. Really nice quality. I used to have 2 porcelain dolls, and this was still more expensive than those, the porcelain Barbies. Okay, so here's this perfume bottle. You can almost see where the logo was. Oh, wait, oh, there we go. Now you can almost see where the logo was. There's a sticker. And again, this just comes off. Yeah, this is the ribbon this came with. It's really thin. Sticker on there. And then it comes preloaded with the perfume, which is pretty smelly. Solid perfume. So there's the Minnie Mouse heels. These ones are still pearly. And you can see the spot on her leg. I love that, like, velvety, flocked thing. I'm gonna get her. Yeah, there we go. Whitney. Absolutely stunning. They made a couple of Theresa dolls with the Steffie head mold, but I don't have any of those. So here's these replacement non-pearly light pink Minnie Mouse heels and the original dress and that ring that doesn't really go. So there's the Perfume Pretty Barbie. I remember opening her in the car on the way back from Ames, and I was like flipping my shit. I was so excited. And I brought her into kindergarten for show and tell one time, I think. Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. Alright. So you can see these not exactly red shoes here. And then this private collection fashion. Pretty epic. What did I get? I try to see the rhinestones in her eyes there. I always wanted Special Sparkles Jasmine, and I haven't gotten her yet, but eventually. I want the black Barbie too. The black Barbie for Sparkle Eyes Barbie has green eyes, and she's absolutely stunning. She has the 1987 Christie head mold. So, and she's got this fascinator thing with the gold in it. So eventually I'm gonna get her rerouted and fixed up. I have the stuff for it, I just haven't done it yet, 'cause it takes a while, and I don't want my hands to be in that much pain yet. Alright, so here's this. I got Cinderella over here. Move this up a little bit. Oh, I almost had it, I went too far. Alright, so here's this Cinderella here. She's so pretty. This is the cloche hat that I made that doesn't quite fit her big fat Disney head. There. really nice iridescent earring thing. It's probably vintage. I don't know where it's from. I'm not going to take it out because it's hard to get in there. Let's see, I've got this long fringe situation going on, and then her original stockings. There's their thing here. These slingback shoes. This fur muff from Cruella de Vil has almost the same kind of fringe on it, just a little bit longer. Look at her. And then this matching long fur from Cruella, with the fake dead animals on it. Okay, so that's enough of me croaking through this. I'm really upset because I was going to do like 4 hours of recording today and I sound absolutely awful. There's not much I can do about it. Okay. If you want to see more adventures with plastic crack, where most of the time I sound better than this, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel here and stay tuned for more in this playlist. You can check out my other playlists. I've got tarot, mostly tarot on YouTube now, and if you go in and view the videos in my channel, you'll see that most of the thumbnails are little drawings that I've made, artworks. So if you want to see more of this, just stay tuned. If you want to support the channel and further projects and more stuff, you can come and hang out on Patreon, and you can also donate paypal.me/CATtheMinion. I also have Cash App and Venmo. I have coloring books on Amazon, and then I have actual art items in my catalog. So I don't just work on my dolls, I do made-to-order things like stuffed animals and let me get over here without hitting the camera with my body. Foam lotuses, things like that. Those are in the catalog, so the link to that, tarot readings and whatnot, that's all going to be in the description of my infomercial video, which is linked below this one. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and email me, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. So I hope you enjoyed that little era walk through 88 and 89 and a little bit of 91 and that 20s flashback. So stay groovy and we'll see you later. Bye.